Hey there, welcome back. Josh Hardy here with Hardy Brothers Outdoors. As you know by now, we like to say outdoors is always in season. And I'm thrilled to tell you that I've joined the Wood-Mizer family. We've got an LT35 hydraulic mill. So as far as I can tell, sawmilling season is year-round. And we've added that to our list of things we're going to be doing. Got a 16-foot maple log that we're getting ready to do our first christening of the mill. I had about a 4-hour introductory course yesterday at Wood-Mizer in Indianapolis. So I have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing, but we're going to learn, and I'm sure we're going to make some mistakes. Not sure what we're going to use this for yet, but today's the day. We're going to try it out. All right, so it's perfect sawmilling weather today, about 30-some degrees. Pretty excited to get started here with the hydraulics. I'm able to lift the log, turn the log, secure the log, flip the log, and then we'll be making passes with the bandsaw here to cut it into boards. So not quite sure exactly what we're going to be cutting yet. We'll figure it out as we cut into it. But this will be the first log that we open here in the hills on our property. First of many to come. So stay tuned. We'll be back in a little bit. All right, so we got our first maple log cut down to some lumber. We got 1x10s and 1x8s. Wasn't as easy as I thought. Told the guy at Wood-Mizer yesterday when he asked me if I'd ever run a mill that I hadn't, but I've watched a lot of YouTube. So that didn't seem to prove to be as valuable as I hoped, because they all make it look really easy. So I would say that one, it took us about an hour to do a 16-foot long log that was 14 to 16 inches in diameter. But the key thing that we ran into was our leveling. So we kind of leveled up and down a hill here versus side to side. We ended up with some of our posts sitting higher than they needed to be, which caused some issues with how high we could cut. The final cut on the LT35 is 1 inch. We weren't able to go down to 1 inch. The other thing is the blade guide, which helps keep tension on the blade as you narrow, so your blade doesn't have a lot of play. I forgot to open that back up when I was at my 1 inch cut, so we ran into the log clamp. Didn't do any damage to it, the frame hit it, but I was told that that was going to be a mistake that I would make, and it's day one and I've made it. I've made a couple actually. We had some wavy cuts. We're not quite sure exactly what we did there. I'm thinking it might have been off of that unlevel post that may have we may not have realized it, but we may have been cutting the boards at a wrong unlevel basis. But we got some good looking stuff. I'm getting pretty excited about the possibilities here. We know we're going to make some deer blinds. We're going to build a sawmill shed at some point in time, probably sooner rather than later. And then I'm also looking at taking a lot of the aspen and pine that's on the property. Those are trees that the timber company 4 years ago when they came in, they didn't take any of that stuff. So it works well for lumber. We've got a pole barn and another cabin that we're building sometime in August. I've got a crew coming in to build it. So I'm going to try to put together the lumber list for that. I am being a little audacious in my dreams there, because right now it's 1 hour, 8 boards or 9 boards. We got some practice to do, but I know between Jason and I, we're going to practice till we get it right. We're going to learn from the mistakes. We'll probably make a lot more, but I'm looking forward to it. So day one as a Wood-Mizer sawyer on the LT35 hydraulic. Love it. What a mean piece of machinery. There's a lot of really cool stuff that we can do. So thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. Tell your friends about it. We got a lot of cool stuff coming between the sawmill and our habitat project that we're working on. We've got an 80-acre strip mine that we're getting ready to start a lot more work here this spring. So we've got some government agencies we're working with. We're going to chronicle all of that in addition to the hunting, the fishing. Turkey season's coming, so a lot of cool stuff coming. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.